Okay, so Zachary,
I'm not in the video.
have you...
Can you restart it? I wasn't even in the video.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, you can't just leave it like this.
I'll trim it later, okay?
No, you won't.
I promise I will. I promise. Okay. So tell me, which group of teenagers in all those photos do you see yourself fit in? Do you see yourself part of or more comfortable with?
None.
None. So there's nothing there that appeals to you, how they dress or how they look or their attitude or anything like that?
Nope.
All right. Was there anything that came close? Close,
really.
but not quite.
Not really.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's talk about your friends then instead, okay? All right. So how would you describe your friends? So think of your friends that you hang around with at school. How would you describe them?
Enjoyable.
Enjoyable. What sort of people are they?
Guess sort of friendly.
Okay. What do they like to do that is similar to what you do?
Play video games.
Play video games. Okay. And are you happy being friends with the friends that you have?
Yes.
Are there other people that you would like to be friends with that you're not friends with yet, or you're not part of their group, but you wish you were? Okay, so you're quite content where you are in your friendships.
Yes.
Okay. So if you could choose to be friends with someone else, there's no one you would choose to be friends with that you're not friends with now?
No.
Okay. Can you describe how your friends feel about education? School. How do they feel about school?
Most of my friends are okay with studying.
Okay. And going to school each day?
They're fine with that.
What about the teachers and the other kids at school and the environment at school?
I mean, some teachers are annoying, but most of them are okay.
Okay. What about lunchtimes, for example? What do you guys do at lunchtime?
Mainly just walk around.
Yeah. Do you talk or do you interact or do you talk to other groups of people or do you just stay within your group?
We sometimes talk to other groups.
Okay. And how would you say, like, with your friends, are they mostly boys, mostly girls?
Mostly boys.
Okay. And do you talk to the girls in your spare time?
No.
Mainly just stay with boys.
Yeah.
And do you find that girls do that as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so at your age you would say there's probably more of a distinct gender separation?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. What about you? How do you like school? Whether you like school or not, like how do you experience school? How do you feel about school?
I think it's okay.
It's okay. And what about the importance of school? Do you think it's an important thing?
Not that much.
Okay. What about for where it might take you? Do you have any idea as to why you go to school?
Yeah.
What's that?
To get a good job.
To get a good job. Would you like school to be taught in a different way, or would you like to learn in a different way to the way you learn now?
Yeah.
If you could change it, what would you do?
Less tests.
Less tests? Why would you do less tests?
Because we have a lot per week.
Okay, so you feel you're feeling it's too much.
Yeah.
And how does it make you feel when it's too much?
Stressed.
Stressed. And so you'd have less tests, and what would you do more of if you could do more of something at school? If you were in charge, what would you do to change it for the students, for you and your friends?
More break time.
Full break time. And would there be a different way you'd want to be taught, or a different way you'd want to learn information?
I don't know.
Are there specific classes that you prefer, the way you learn in those classes? What works for you and what doesn't?
Well, classes that like actually teach you what you need to learn for the test.
Okay.
And like go through it in lots of detail.
Okay. So you would say you're much more outcome driven. You want to know what's going to be asked so that you can get something back for your efforts.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you think similar to your friends or different from your friends about school?
Similar.
Similar? Okay. All right. So the similarities you would have between your friends and you would be video gaming, would it?
Yeah.
Are there any other similarities? You're just big gamers, you like to game.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? What do you like to talk about together?
Games.
Games? Films or music?
Music.
Music, okay. What sort of music would you guys be into? And are they similar to you?
Any kind of music, really.
So you'd listen to Elvis Presley and the Beatles?
No, not like
Well, that's
old
any
music.
kind of music.
More modern music.
More modern music. So where would you get your music from?
Well, it's like passed along by people, and
How's it passed along?
like people like talk about it, and then
Okay.
it just spreads.
Okay, and then you go and listen to the song.
Yeah.
And then everyone knows the song.
Yeah.
And are they songs that are on the radio now?
No, not any of them. What
else?
Like other songs that aren't that popular, like that aren't on the radio.
Okay. How would you say you behave at school?
Not always there, like always present
Okay.
during school classes, because I find like a lot of classes boring.
Okay, so when you find classes boring, what do you end up doing at that time?
Looking around and not focusing.
Okay. And is your mind somewhere else as well? Are you thinking about other stuff?
Yep.
Okay. What are you thinking about usually?
I don't know.
Just different stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Are your friends similar, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. So you think this is a common issue for your friends and your group of friends? Yeah, your group of friends and sort of the boys that you hang around with. If they get bored, they tend to lose interest.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about things like doing homework or preparing for tests? How do you prepare? How do you behave in these situations? Would you say it's fairly responsible, or would you say it's not responsible at all, or
Not that responsible.
so would you say your friends are the same, or would you say that some of them are better, or
Some of them are definitely better.
okay? So how would you prepare for tests? Why would you say not responsible?
Because I procrastinate a lot.
Okay, you procrastinate, so you put it aside.
Yeah.
Why do you procrastinate?
Because I usually can't be bothered to study or do homework.
Okay, and would you say it would maybe be fair to say that you'd rather be doing something else at that time?
Yeah.
Okay. And does school, because you're in the second grade, does it feel like there's just so much of it to go that you can't see to the end of it? You can't see past school?
Not really.
Okay. Would you say that sometimes you behave differently than you want to behave to get attention from your friends?
Sometimes.
Mm. Can you give an example?
Nope.
Can you try and give an example?
I don't know.
What would you do that would be differently to how you want to behave?
I don't know.
Okay. What I'm trying to figure out is if you're influenced by your friends, what they do, if they just say they play truant or they don't do their homework, or would you say that influences how you do things for school?
Not really.
You choose what you're going to do and how you're going to do it.
Yeah.
So if a friend was running late for a class, would you take your time and be late with him?
No.
Okay, so you're looking after yourself when it comes to these things.
Yeah.
Okay. Or if he said, I'm not going to bother studying for this test, would you think, well, he's not studying, so I'm not going to study either?
No, I just think about how he's going to fail and how retarded he is.
Oh, okay. All right. What about if a few of your friends become rude to teachers? Would you join in with them because you feel like you've got you're a bit backed up and...
The teachers are annoying, yeah.
Okay, but would you do it because your friends are doing it, or would you? Right. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So, perhaps when it comes to friendships, do you still feel that you have enough control over your own decisions?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's it, Zachary. Thank you so much for being part of this interview. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
And yeah, we'll let it go. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.